Deriving instrumental variable estimates in a simultaneous equations model. In the presence of endogenous explanatory variables, the ordinary least squares (OLS) estimator becomes biased and inconsistent. To address this, the instrumental variables IV method is employed. Let's consider a simplified system of two simultaneous equations. Structural equations. Equation 1. Y equals b plus bx plus bx plus u, where y is the dependent variable, x and x are endogenous explanatory variables, u is the error term. Equation 2. X equals c plus cz plus cz plus v, where z and z are instrumental variables, v is the error term. Assumptions. 1. Relevance. The instrumental variables z and z must be correlated with the endogenous variables x and x. 2. Exogeneity. The instrumental variables z and z must be uncorrelated with the error terms in both equations, u and v. 3. Rank condition. The number of valid instruments must be at least equal to the number of endogenous variables. Two-stage least squares. 2 SLS procedure. 1. Stage 1. Regress each endogenous variable on all exogenous variables, including the instrumental variables x equals c plus cz plus cz plus x equals d plus dz plus dz plus. Obtain predicted values for x and xez plus equals c plus cz plus cz plus x equals d plus dz plus dz plus. 2. Stage 2. Regress the dependent variable y on the predicted values of the endogenous variables. Y equals b plus bx plus bx plus u. The coefficients b and b from the second stage regression are the two SLS estimates. Key considerations. Validity of instruments. The quality of the IV estimates hinges critically on the validity of the chosen instruments. Careful consideration and justification of the instrument choices are essential. Weak instruments. If the instruments are weakly correlated with the endogenous variables, the two SLS estimates can be unreliable. Diagnostic tests for weak instruments should be conducted. Over-identification. If the number of valid instruments exceeds the number of endogenous variables, over-identification tests can be performed to assess the validity of the chosen instruments.